Hello YouTube, my name is KimpoLimpo, welcome to my channel, and welcome to part 3 of me reacting to Taylor Swift's album 1989, Taylor's version. If you haven't seen part 1, start with that. If you haven't seen part 2, continue with that after part 1, and then you're more than welcome back here. I'm about to wrap this album up. I only have the vault tracks left, and if you enjoyed this video, do you want more Taylor Swift reaction? Do you believe my penguin Todd could be a Swiftie? You should like this goddamn video, and if you're new here, hello, subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss anything here. And if you have any thoughts, recommendations, or anything else, drop a comment or two. But without further ado, I need to get my drink of the day, because every time I say a banger, we take a little sip. Be right back. I have my beverage, and today it is coffee. Alright Swifties, are we ready? I feel ready. If you aren't ready, grab something to drink, grab something to eat. If you wanna have a snack or something, let's wrap this album up with the vault tracks, and we're starting with Slut. Okay, slut in Swedish, the word slut means the end in Swedish. Slut. And here we go.
My crime, the wrong place at the right time, and I break down, then he's pulling me in a world of boys, he's a gentleman. Got love struck, went straight to my head. Got love sick all over my bed. Love to think you'll never forget. We'll pay the price, I guess. But if I'm all dressed up,
I love that melody. Really nice. That's it? Damn. I was expecting like, give me one last chorus, the banger. And I mean, I wanted to hear more, and that's a good thing. I wanted to hear more. It was a well-written song. Well-written lyrics. The melody was very relaxing to hear. Very well I'm just gonna do a retake here. Very well written lyrics, and the melody was was very relaxing to listen to. And yeah, I wanted like at least one more chorus. They call me a slut was really nice. Loved it. What is this song about? Okay, first and foremost, I asked you a bunch of questions in part 2, and many of you answered them. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it, as always. And many of you confirmed that this is new songs, but it's not new written songs. It's still songs that was written for this album back in, what was it, 2014, when the original 1989 was released. And it's cool that she can bring out some songs that didn't make it to the first version. And I mean, based on the first song, the first listen, it's still on, you know, good quality. And I don't know if I can see why this song didn't fit the album. I think this song do fits the album, because there aren't so much ballads, and this is a ballad, and very very raw and very honest song about, I mean, Taylor is unfortunately a person or a woman who has heard the word slut too many times. No one deserves to be called that. But I assume that she has heard that word, you know, a million times. And I guess that's the inspiration of this song, that everybody, and when I say everybody, I mean like the non-Swifties and probably the media, the bad side of the media, calls her this and that because, you know, because the relationships she has. I mean, yeah, it's tragic that people feels better to call someone else like a slut, for example. But anyway, I ran away in my mind as always. But I like this song. I do. It's a good written song. I loved the melody, especially in the chorus. And I'm just gonna head to the score. Head to the score. I like the song, so it's gonna be a pretty good score. And I will give this song a 7.5. 7.5. Yeah, baby. And we move on with the next song called Say Don't Go. And we are recording. Let's go.
I've known it from the very start. We're a shot in the darkest dark. Oh no, I'm unarmed. The waiting is a sadness, fading into madness. Oh no, it won't stop.
Just gonna pause here real quick. Another thing that has grown on me a lot is Taylor's darker voice, her darker vocal cords, her darker vocal cords and voice. She used her lower range a lot in Folklore, and at first I was like, yeah, but this is not the Taylor I'm like used to hear. But now it's more of, you know, it's quite good. So I just wanted to say it. Let's continue.
Standing on a tightrope alone.
And there's nothing wrong with her high range. I'm not saying that, but I wasn't like comfortable with the lower range voice, but now I am.
I hold my breath a little bit longer, halfway out the door, but it won't close. I'm holding out hope for you to say, don't go. I would stay
nice harmony there.
Why'd you have to lead me on? Why'd you have to twist the night? Walk away and leave me bleeding, bleeding. Why'd you whisper in the dark just to leave me in the night? Now your silence has me screaming, screaming. Say, don't go. I would stay forever. Say, now I'm pacing on shaky ground. Strike a match, then you blow it out. Oh no, it's not fair. 'Cause you kiss me and it stops time. And I'm yours, but you're not mine. Oh no, you're not there. I'm standing on the sidewalk alone. I wait for you to drive by. I'm trying to see the cards that you won't show. I'm about to fold unless you say, don't go. I would stay forever if you say, don't go. Why'd you have to lead me on? Why'd you have to twist the night? Walk away and leave me bleeding, bleeding. Why'd you whisper in the dark just to leave me in the night? Now your silence has me screaming, screaming. Say, don't go. I would stay forever if you say,
This is a nice tune.
why do you have to make me want you? Why do you have to give me nothing back? Why do you have to make me love you? I said I love you. You say nothing back. Why'd you have to lead me on? Why'd you have to twist the night? Walk away and leave me bleeding, bleeding. Why'd you whisper in the dark just to leave me in the night? Now your silence has me screaming, screaming. Say, don't go. I would stay forever if you say, don't go. But you won't.
Wow.
I would stay forever if you say, don't go. But you won't.
I don't get it. I don't get it. Why didn't she release like a song like this Slut at the first place? But I'm glad she does it now. But wow, this song was very dark and emotional as well. Feels like she, at that time when she wrote this song, was like, yeah, we hit rock bottom. And I felt it. When she sang Twist the Knife, Leave Me Bleeding, Say Don't Go. Yeah, hits you in the feels in many ways. I mean, and that's why I don't get it, that why did it take like 9 years, 8 years, 9 years until this song saw daylight. Yeah, really good song. it grew on me. I wasn't like super hooked in the beginning, but then it was like, yeah, the harmonies and then the way she built up this song was really, really good. I liked it. So I'm not gonna talk about what the song is about. It's pretty clear, pretty obvious, and just gonna head to the score. I'm gonna give this song an 8.5. So it's a step up from Slut, but Slut is still a good song. Remember that. And we move on with the next song called Now That We Don't Talk. And I just want to say that I can see it in some ways that why these songs maybe didn't fit the album, now that I'm thinking at the same time I'm talking. Because the lyrics in this song and Slut are very, like, has a much darker vibe. And maybe that's why it didn't fit, because I believe, even though it's a heartbreak album, it still has this like positive vibe in many songs. For example, one of my favorite songs, Our Style. That song makes me happy, but I mean, if you're paying attention to the lyrics, is not like a super happy song. So yeah, maybe, yeah, I can see it in some ways why she didn't release these songs, or maybe, I don't know, the record label didn't want to release these songs. I don't know. But yeah, let's move on with what was the name of the song? Now That We Don't Talk.
To a party, I heard from everybody. You part the crowd like the Red Sea, don't even get me started. Did you get anxious though on the way home? I guess I'll never ever know, now that we don't talk.
Once again, the low range here. It's good.
You grew your hair long, you got new icons, and from the outside it looks like you're trying lives on. I miss the old ways, you didn't have to change, but I guess I don't have a say. Now that we don't talk, I called my mom, she said that it was for the best. Remind myself the more I gave, you'd want me less. I cannot be your friend, so I pay the price of what I lost and what it cost. Now that we don't talk, what do you tell your friends we share dinners, long weekends with? Truth is I can't pretend.
Drop a like if you love cats.
Platonic, it's just ended. I called my mom, she said to get it off my chest. Remind myself the way you faded till I last. I cannot be your friend, so I pay the price of what I lost and what it cost. Now that we don't talk, I don't have to pretend I like acid rock, or that I'd like to be on a mega yacht with important men who think important thoughts. Guess maybe I am better off now that we don't talk. And the only way back to my dignity was to turn into a shrouded mystery, just like I had been when you were chasing me. Guess this is how it has to be now that we don't talk.
That's it. Wow. Once again, that I was expecting more, but it's still in a good way. It's still like, I want more. Why is this song so damn short? But yeah, I mean, once again, if I'm paying attention to the lyrics, is, you know, dark and still feel that when she wrote this song, she was still at rock bottom. And I'm getting this feeling that it's still gonna be like this. This is the dark side. This is the real dark, the dark stuff, basically. So yeah, I mean, it's a good song. It's a good song. I love the production, how they have produced it and recorded it, and how she sings this, you know, going from the low range to the high range. But I wasn't like super hooked on this song. Gotta be honest here. It's not a bad song, but it was more like, maybe I needed to have this last push, the last chorus or something. I was waiting for like an explosion, and that didn't happen for me. Maybe the song is a grower. I don't know. Maybe it is. But overall, it's a pretty good song. But nothing more and nothing less to me. So I guess I'm still in this vibe. Like, I feel her pain, and that's why I probably wanted to have this explosion that, okay, now you're mad, now you're super angry, like, now that we don't talk, and just exploded. But this is the way she wanted to write it, and you know, if I wrote this song, I would have had like at least 30 more seconds with just like an explosion, and then it's like whoosh, just stops. Nothing like a sweet ending, like a soft ending. More like, nada, we don't talk. But yeah, it's not my song. So I don't know what I'm talking about. Maybe I should delete this. I don't know. But yeah, overall, it's a pretty good song. And overall, it's... I'm just going to restart again. Where is my mind today? I don't know. Overall, it's a good song. It's a pretty good song. But it's not a banger. Could be. I don't know. Maybe it's a grower. But it's once again pretty obvious what its song is about. So I'm not going to dive into that. It's about this relationship. So I'm just gonna head to the score. Basically, I'm just gonna head to the score, and my score for this song will be a 7. And we move on with Suburban Legends.
You had people who called you on unmarked numbers. In my peripheral vision, I let it slide like a hose on a slippery plastic summer. Always quickly forgiven. You were so magnetic, it was almost obnoxious. Flush with the currency of cool, I was always turning out my empty pockets. And when it came to you, I didn't come here to make friends. We were born to be suburban legends. When you hold me, it holds me together, and you kiss me in a way that's gonna screw me up forever. I had the fantasy that maybe our mismatched star signs would surprise the whole school when I ended up back at a class reunion, walking in with you. You'd be more than a chapter in my old diaries, with the pages ripped out. I am standing in a 1950s gymnasium, and I can still see you now. I didn't come here to make friends. We were born
short songs, but this was a step up for me. First of all, this is not a song about this. Okay, I'm just gonna say it because it's pretty obvious that many songs are about the breakup with Harry Styles, and this song is not. This song, she pays tribute to maybe her hometown, maybe like a childhood crush, but it was more like they both knew that they were gonna be like bigger than just a hometown girl, a hometown boy. And I don't know who she's singing about, but if I'm talking about Taylor, I mean she's a world known. She's gonna be a worldwide legend, not just a suburban legend, but I assume that she is a suburban legend in this town. I don't know where she's grew up, but I mean, I guess if she doesn't have a statue in her hometown, she should. But yeah, overall, it's a good vibe in the song. I loved how they have recorded this with like the electronic instruments and stuff. Was a good combination of everything: the vocals, the lyrics, the instruments, and the vibe, the build up to the last part. Really nice. So yeah, just gonna head to the score. I feel like I want to say something more, but I don't have anything in my mind, so I'm not just gonna sit here and talk small talk. I'm just gonna head to the score, and I'm gonna give this song an 8. I give it an 8. So, ladies and gentlemen, Swifties and non-Swifties, if you're here, we are on the last song. And I'm very nervous because if I'm looking at the scores, it's a damn good album. And I know the last song will not affect my overall view of this album. It won't. But I really hope we can end with a banger. I haven't said banger. I said banger in the first part. I said banger in the second part. I want to say banger. So now I jinxed it once again. But I can feel it. Based on the title, it has me interested. Because the next song is It Over Now? And to be very judgeful here, have a lot of preconceptions. It's gonna be about Harry Styles. And it's gonna be a ballad. But I really hope it can be a ballad like Wildest Dreams. Like, boom. It doesn't need to be like massive, but it needs to be good. Come on, give it to me. Let's do it. Right here, right now. Is it over now? Here we have it. 11 million views. The last song didn't have 11 million views. Let's see. 2.9. So, based on the views here on YouTube, it is a popular song. Now we have a commercial. As always. Let's go.
Du vet känslan när verken börjar släppa.
All right. Here we have it. Do you need a refill? Go grab it right here, right now. You need to pause the video because I'm not going to wait that long. Because hopefully we can have a banger in every part of Taylor Swift's album 1989, Taylor's version. Come on. I'm not gonna say banger just to please myself, but I don't know why I'm so nervous, but I am nervous because I want to have this. Come on, wrap this album up in the most beautiful way possible. Let's talk him and more reacting. Let's go.
of the rose. I slept all alone, but you still wouldn't go. Let's fast forward to 300 takeout copies later. I see your profile and your smile on unsuspecting waiters. You dream of my mouth before it called you a lying traitor. You search in every maiden's bed for something greater. Baby, was it over when she laid down on your couch? Was it over when he unbuttoned my blouse? Come here, I whispered in your ear in your dream as you passed out. Baby, was it over then? And is it over now? When you lost control, red blood, white snow, blue dress on a boat. Your new girl is my clone. And did you think I didn't see there were flashing lights? At least I had the decency to keep my nights out of sight. Only rumors about my hips and thighs and my whispered sighs. Oh Lord, I think about jumping off of very tall somethings just to see you come running and say the one thing I've been wanting. But no, let's fast forward to 300 awkward blind dates later. If she's got blue eyes, I will surmise that she'll probably date her. You dream of my mouth before it called you a lying traitor. You search in every model's bed for something greater. Baby, was it over when she laid down on your couch? Was it over when he unbuttoned my blouse? Come here, I whispered in your ear in your dream as you passed out. Baby, was it over then? And is it over now?
I can't fake the goosebumps.
There were flashing lights. At least I had the decency to keep my nights out of sight. Only rumbles from my hips and thighs and my whispered sighs. Oh Lord, I think about jumping off of fairy tale somethings just to see you come running, and say the one thing I've been wanting. But no flashing lights. Oh, let's fast forward to 300 takeout copies later. I was hoping you'd be there and say the one thing I've been wanting. But no.
All right, that's it. That's it, kitty. That's it. Take a sip, people. Take a sip. This song is a banger. This song is a banger. No joke. You know, let go of my shirt. Thank you. You don't get chills for nothing. So, it is a banger. When I'm getting chills, you know I'm hooked. You know I like it. And I did. And I'm so damn happy for it because I felt like, okay, it's still good songs. The vault tracks are good, but I missed like this banger. I wanted to have the banger. And she kept me waiting for the last song. But I'm happy. I'm happy. Am I happy that it is over now? Some ways yes, some ways no, because I want to have a re-listen. I'm definitely gonna listen to this whole album once, twice. I don't know how many times. There are so many good songs on this album. But I need to give the song a score before I talk more about this album. Because then I need to add all the scores and divide it by, 21? And see what the average score is. And then I'm going to give you my overall score of this album. So, it's a banger. Yes. If you haven't taken a sip, do it now. And the last song will get a 9.5. It's a 9.5. It's very close to a 10. Can probably grow to a 10 after a couple more listenings. But as of now, it's a 9.5. And I didn't, and I can't say like, oh, I missed something, but it was like, I think it's more of, it was a lot to take in. Because overall, on the vault tracks, the lyrics are probably the best lyrics overall. But it was very dark. It was very like emotional. You know, it hit me in the feels, and I hope it did it on you as well. So I think that's why it's a lot of process in my mind. So I think when I can like fully enjoy this song, it will be a 10. And maybe some other songs as well. Maybe Now That We Don't Talk got a 7. Maybe it can, you know, go up to an 8, 8.5, 9. I don't know. But yeah, it's a really good song. Really good song. I'm happy. So now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to wrap it up and see what the average score is. And then I will give you my overall score of this album. So fast forward, Kimpo, because now it's time to calculate. All right, 6.5, 9, 10, 9, 7.5, 9, 7, 9, 10, 6.5, 7.5, 8, 8.5, 8, 8.5, almost screwed up there, 9.5, 7.5, 8.5, 7, 8, 9.5 equals 166 divided by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20. It's a 21. Just gonna go to the 21 divided by 21, and we have the average score. So based on 21 songs, that's a lot of songs. Remember that. The average score on this album for me is 7.9. And I'm just gonna do this. I'm just gonna do another score here and exclude the vault tracks to see here. What was it? 166 minus 9.5 minus 8 minus 7 minus 8.5 minus 7.5. 125.5. So it's divided by 16. It's pretty much the same. If I exclude the vault tracks, it's 7.80. 84. 7.8. What was it? 7.9 overall. And my overall score doesn't fit the average. It doesn't. I believe that this album, the score of this album is a little bit higher. It's not an 8. It's not a 7.5. According to the average score, should be an 8. But I feel it's a little higher. And my overall score of this album will be an 8.5. It's and as I said in the first part, you know, to be a really good song, or in this case a really good album, should be between maybe 8 to 9, 9.5, and a 10 out of 10. I don't know if I'm ever gonna give an album a 10 out of 10. I think I have now that I think about it, I ranked all the Avenged Sevenfold albums, and I think I gave the self-title. No, I gave it like a 9 or 9.5. Anyway, I ran off in my mind as always. It's an 8.5 based on first listen. Remember that. I'm gonna do a revisit on some albums from this year. I'm gonna start doing that the next year, and to see where the score is today after, you know, a lot of listenings after the album has grown on me, all the songs has grown on me. And I will probably do the same with Taylor. And you know, 8.5 out of 10. It's a damn good album. And by the end of this year, I'm gonna do like a little ranking, the top songs I've heard 2023, released in 2023, and then I'm gonna have the top albums of 2023 released in 2023. So if I have reacted to an album that was released last year or 2014, I'm not gonna include them because it's gonna be the new releases here. And you know, this is a new release, and I'm not gonna spoil anything, but I'm gonna do a top 5, and this is definitely a contender for sure. So I need to do a couple of more listenings to see where in the ranking Taylor Swift's 1989 Taylor's version will be. I think I'm gonna do a top 5. I don't think I can do a top 10, but it's gonna take a lot of time because I want to do like a top 10 best songs and then top 5 albums that I've reacted to. I'm only gonna include the albums I've reacted to. The albums I have not reacted to, I'm not gonna include them. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. If you want to have if you are excited, drop a like on this video and tell me in the comments if you are excited as well. But yeah, overall, it's a damn good album. Very good written songs overall. It's a roller coaster of emotions, roller coaster of breakups, relationships, struggles in your, you know, mind, mental health. I'm talking about Taylor here. It feels like a diary when the relationship ended and how she has processed it from going to heartbroken, hitting rock bottom, and then on her way up, basically. And it's a damn good album. My favorite song, if I'm gonna have like a favorite song on this album, it's gonna be Style. I'm so hooked on that song. It's a banger song. Take a sip, people. Take a sip. Yeah. It's a damn good album. Style is my favorite song. And yeah, what more can I say than thank you guys, because you guys voted this album. You guys voted this. Remember this. It's not thanks to me. It's thanks to you. So I thank you all for recommending Taylor Swift 1989. And I thank you all for watching. And if you haven't done it already, now's the last chance to give this video a goddamn like. And if you haven't done it, if you're new here, hello, subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss anything. And if you have your thoughts about this album, what is your favorite song on this album? What do you want me to react to next with Taylor Swift? Drop a comment or 2 or maybe 3. I don't care. I will reply to everything. And yeah, I think I'm gonna do. Am I gonna stick to the last voting? Because on second place, was it Red who got on second place? Let's see here. Just gonna go to my little YouTube channel here. Community. Midnights got on second place with 22%, and then Red on 20%. Do you think the next album I'm gonna react to is, what was it, Midnight? I already forgot. My brain is not working today. Midnights. Is that the album I should continue with? Drop a comment or 2 about that and let me know. So yeah, once again, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. So yeah, once again, I thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little series of me reacting to Taylor Swift, because I'm enjoying reacting to every kind of music. But, you know, if it's good to my ear, I'm enjoying this a little bit more. So I wish you all a beautiful day as always, and I see you, hopefully as always, in the next video. Take care and goodbye.